Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today, guys, I'm checking out Superman Red Sun exclusive official trailer that dropped yesterday on IGN's YouTube channel. I would have checked this out yesterday, but I was busy doing other things, so very sorry about that. But here we are. So, I remember when they announced this film, in terms of them, they were going to be making it, of course, for DC Animated and everything. I thought, okay, interesting. Because when you think back on all the DC animated films they've done recently and just over the years, a lot of it has been, of course, pulled from comic books, but Elseworld stories, not so much. Now, of course, they've done Gotham by Gaslight and all that kind of stuff, but now Superman Red Sun, and maybe they've done something else, Elseworld-wise? I'm trying to remember. But regardless, I feel like with Gotham by Gaslight and now doing Superman Red Sun, that if this film is successful, then they might dive into doing more of these in terms of Elseworld stories, because I feel like with the animated films they've been doing over the last couple of years, they've been pretty successful, and it's interesting to see where they're pulling from Elseworld material, and there's plenty of Elseworld stories that throughout the years in the comic books and DC properties that they could definitely pull from. I think it's just also good in general. The Superman, even though it is an Elseworld story, is getting another solo film in terms of the animated, because a lot of the animated stuff is Batman or Justice League. So it's nice to see, even though it's Elseworlds, Superman is getting another film, even though there's other characters, of course, in the mix, but you get my point. But so anyway, guys, let's get into it now. Superman Red Sun. Let's get into the trailer and check it out and see and see what it's all about, because I haven't seen hardly anything except for maybe like a picture or two or something from when they release images or whatever. Okay, let's go. Stop rambling. Let's get to it.
Get the best you've got.
Okay.
Extraordinary reports coming out of the Soviet Union. Tales of a being with powers and abilities far beyond those of mortal men.
As I said, Mr. President, of course I understand your concern, but I assure you the Luthor Company has this under control.
I don't blame those among you that fear me. You've been taught to fear all your lives.
Okay.
This is a world where the strong rule. And you are the strongest of all of us.
It is only a matter of time, very little time, until all of Western Europe is absorbed, is taken by the Soviet Superman.
Look alive, Lanterns. We've got it coming.
Dang.
I'm honored to have you here, Ambassador.
Call me Diana. And what shall I call you?
Superman.
There he is.
You're going to stop me, Batman.
Ooh. I like it. I'm liking the look of it so far.
What now?
Now I save the world.
Damn. Oh, I like the logo there. Or the image on the cover art. Okay. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Animation really hasn't changed much throughout these animated films for the most part. Some of them have a different style, but mostly they stick to the same. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I like how it was a mixture of showcasing some of the story elements, the drama, in terms of the Soviet Superman, as he was coined there, and then of course seeing Batman, Wonder Woman. You know, and I've always been a fan of the Superman suit from Superman Red Sun. I think it's a nice change than what we're normal, because usually it's, if you get a different Superman suit, it's the same S logo but different colors. You know what I'm saying? Like it's switching up the colors. But this, I like the switch of it. I like the fact that they try to covered a version of this in Supergirl and everything. But I'm intrigued. I'm definitely intrigued. I feel like the film's gonna do pretty solid. I feel like the action looks pretty good as well. I like how just slowly setting up the idea of a different Superman. Because there are some people that are gonna go into this, have no idea what this is, and they're like, Superman Red Sun? Because there are some people that are DC fans that don't know about this Elseworld story. And so I feel like this trailer did a pretty good job establishing it, kind of setting it up. But I like how the last little bit, of course, is the big action explosion. Oh, go crazy, go crazy. I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see what they do. And also, here's what's going to be really interesting: is what they change in terms of the story. Because sometimes whenever they pull from directly from a comic storyline to do an animated feature, they make changes, kind of like Batman Hush and how they changed that. I'm not going to say what, but I wonder if they're going to make a change here. But I feel like if this film does well, like I was mentioning, they're going to go into a direction where they're going to do more Elseworld stories, possibly. I like the voice cast. The voice cast sounds pretty solid. I'm curious to know who's doing the voices for this film. I don't know that for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely intrigued to see how they pull this off, because they do some changes to these stories. Also, they sometimes omit stuff and not feature stuff. So I'm curious to see what exactly they're going to feature from the comic storyline, omit, change. We'll just have to wait and see. But I think overall, this was a pretty good trailer, and I'm definitely excited to check this out. So, what do you guys think of the Superman Red Son trailer? Do you guys think it's interesting? Do you think it's going to be successful? Do you think they're going to do more Elseworld stories in terms of the success based off this film? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon.